A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, Hugh from Plaguelands Media here. I finally got around to reading a series of graphic novels that I've had my eye on for quite some time. Something is Killing the Children. Really fantastic horror series. I'm not going to spoil too much because I know you're dying to find out what the fuck am I talking about. So let's just go straight into another episode of Hi everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another review, this time of a graphic novel series, Something is Killing the Children, volume 1, 2 and 3. Each of these volumes contains 5 issues of this absolutely phenomenal horror comic. Written by James Tynion IV, who wrote one of the greatest Batman stories, in my opinion, Batman Eternal, which was an absolutely fantastic Batman story that dealt with kind of the incarceration of Commissioner Gordon and Batman having to get to the bottom of it. Now these stories, or this story I guess, is basically about something that is killing the children, as the title says. So basically we have the setting of Archer's Peak in Wisconsin, and there's been a number of missing children. Some of them turn up dead, and a young boy and his friends basically go into the woods one night and he witnesses something killing his friends. The police don't know what to do. Some people suspect that he did it, but what ultimately happens is the main character, Erica Slaughter, comes to town. We have just phenomenal art in these books. So she kind of comes to town, and everyone's blaming the kid, and she is trying to find out what's going on. Basically, she comes from a line of monster hunters. She was raised in the House of Slaughter after a monster killed her parents and her best friend. And the House of Slaughter basically trains these people known as the Order of St. George, and they go around basically destroying monsters. Now, the monsters in this story can only be seen by children or people who have a special capacity to see them, such as the Order of St. George. So ultimately what happens is she goes into town and she's met with kind of derision and scorn, hatred. The sheriff thinks that she's responsible. She has this little octopus thing that kind of talks to her. This thing here. And ultimately what happens is they go off into the woods and she confronts the monster. But that's not the end of the story. I'm not going to spoil that for you. Volume 1. Volume 2, again, fantastic art. Some really interesting panel layouts as well. Like, instead of on being self-contained, it reads right across 2 pages. But in book 2, the stakes get raised because the Order of St. George sends someone else to come to the town because they think that Erica has screwed everything up, and this idea has become kind of too public. Too many people know about it. And so the stakes get raised even higher when they find out there are more monsters, and there is a little girl that Erica has saved who has also seen the monsters. And then just when you thought it couldn't be any better than that, Volume 3 has the townsfolk are now involved in this. They've witnessed one of the killings because they've gone to the school to see if any of the bodies of these kids that they found are family members, and then they've witnessed a little girl being ripped apart. So everyone in the town kind of knows something's going on now. So the Order of St. George sends... Sorry about that, my cats were fighting. The Order of St. George sends people to come and basically wipe out the entire town because they know too much. And ultimately they're trying to get Erica to come back to the Order because the dragon, the Elder Dragon guy who's leading the Order, wants her to basically be returned. This guy just here basically wants her to be returned. Absolutely fantastic series of stories, 15 issues in 3 volumes. One of the best horror graphic novels that I have read. I've recently found out that they have more comic books called House of Slaughter on the way. And this ends on a to be continued as well. So I'm really looking forward to new volumes or new issues that are coming out. This is just very brief because I don't want to spoil it. You will get much more enjoyment reading it yourself. I think this would make a fantastic Netflix series. Someone should really pick this up. You do get an idea of what these monsters are. They actually have a label for the monsters, and you get an understanding of how the monsters act, how the monsters feed, how the monsters are created as well. So it really does do a good job of delving in deep to the mythology of this world that they've created in Something is Killing the Children. So this is my review. Absolutely fucking loved it. Highly recommend it if you are looking for a good horror story in comic book form. This is the one for you. Follow us if you liked the video. Subscribe, hit the like button. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Redbubble, follow us on our webpage, www.plaguelandsmedia.com. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.